Hello guys, welcome to the channel Math Ko Math with Aditya. In this video, we'll be seeing the exercise 2.2 of polynomials. So let's start. So in this question, you have to find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomials and verify the relation between the zero and the coefficients. So let's start with the first question. So here you have x square minus 2x minus 8. So as you know, in this question, these type of question, you have to factorize these one. So let's start. Here you have minus 8. So the product of numbers should be minus 8 and the sum should be minus 2. So now let's proceed further. So here you have x square and you can take 8 as 4 into 2. 4 2s are 8. And the difference between 4 and 2 is also 2. So that would be the correct pair. So this is equal to x square minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. 4 minus 2 is 2 and the sign would be the greater number, that is negative. So this is equal to x square minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. Take out this x as common, you are left with x minus 4, and take 2 as common, again you are left with x minus 4. So what does this imply is that the factors are x minus 4 and x plus 2. When x minus 4 would be equal to 0, it will give you that x is equal to positive 4, and when x plus 2 is equal to 0, x would be equal to negative 2. So these are your two factors that are alpha and beta namely. So now we have to verify the relations. So for relation, the first one, as we all know, is alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Now we'll put the values. Alpha, as we have taken out, is positive 4 and here beta is negative 2. So 4 minus 2 should be equal to negative of b. As you can see, in a standard equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c, the coefficient of the x term is rb. So here the coefficient of x is minus 2 and we have to take negative of minus 2. So minus into minus 2 divided by a, that is 1, so it would be the same, none or the same value. So it would be 4 minus 2, that is equal to 2, and your LHS would be equal to RHS, that would be 2 is equal to 2. Now you have alpha into beta and this should be equal to C upon A. Now check that too. Alpha, that was 4 into minus 2. This will be equal to negative 8. And let's check what's the value of C upon A. As you can see, C is negative 8. So it would be equal to negative 8 upon 1, that would be negative 8 only. So minus 8 is equal to minus 8 and hence we have verified both the relations. Let's move on to the second question. And as you see this question, the first hint you are going to get that this equation is of the form of an identity. So let's start. So here you have s square, so you can write s, and as you know 4 is the square of 2, so it can be written as 2 square into s square. Okay, and 2 square into s square can be written as 2s in a bracket whole square. So this is 2s whole square, and at the last you have 1 whole square, and here you have minus 2 into, what's the value of a? 2s, and 1 is here. So when you can see it further, you have got all the values, the a square minus 2ab plus b square. So this will give you identity of 2s minus 1 whole square, that is equal to 2s minus 1 into 2s minus 1. As you can see, 2s minus 1 would be equal to 0, s would be equal to 1 by 2, and from here also s would be equal to 1 by 2. So your alpha and beta both are halves. So let's verify the relation. So alpha plus beta should be equal to negative b by a. Again we'd be putting the values. So alpha was half, beta was also half, so half and half will make a 1. So this should be equal to negative of b, negative of negative 4. So minus of minus 4 upon 4. Let's solve it. It would be 4 by 4. That's equal to 1, and 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 is also equal to 1. So alpha plus beta is minus b by a. We have verified it. Now for the second relation, you have alpha beta is equal to c upon a. What does this imply is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 should be equal to c, that is 1, and that is divided by a, that is 4. So this should be equal to 1 upon 4. Multiply 2 into 2, you have 4 here. Numerator is 1, so 1 by 4 is equal to 1 by 4. Now let's move on to the next part of the question. So here you have 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. So when you see this equation, it's not in the standard form because the degree of the variable is not in the descending order. So we will take the 7x term first. So this would be equal to minus 7x, and the x to the power 0 term, that's the constant term at the last. So now we have an equation which is in the standard form. And to factorize any equation by the middle term splitting, you take the coefficient of the term with x square and the one with x to the power 0 and multiply it. So 6 3s are 18. What does this imply is that the whatever the number you are taking for the middle term splitting, the product should be 18 and the sum or the difference should be equal to 7. So now let's move on. So here you have 6x square, and as we have seen, we have to get 18 as the product, and as we know 18 is 9, 2s are 18, and when you subtract 2 out of 9 you are left with 7. So that would be the exactly correct pair. So here you have 6x square minus 9x plus 2x, because 9 minus 9 plus 2 would give you minus 7, and here you have minus 3. Factorize it, take 3 as common and x also as common. You are left with 2x minus 3, and at this side you already have 2x minus 3, so always you can take out 1 as a common. So you will have 2x minus 3. Now we will take this 2x minus 3 as common, left with 3x plus 1. We have got both the factors. Now we'll take out the zeros. When 2x minus 3 would be equal to 0, 3 will go towards that side and will become positive, and 2x is equal to 3, then x will be equal to 3 by 2. So the 0 which you get from here is 3 by 2, and from here you have plus 1 here, that side it would be negative 1 upon 3. So it is minus 1 upon 3. Now let's verify the relation of alpha plus beta. So alpha plus beta is equal to negative b upon a. This implies that 3 by 2 minus 1 by 3 should be equal to negative b by a. So negative b is negative of negative 7. So minus 7 minus, and your a is 6. So the answer should be negative of negative 7 by 6. Here we will take the LCM. 2 and 3 have a LCM of 6. 2 3s are 6, so you will have 3 into 3, that is 9, and 3 2s are 6, so you will multiply 2 in the numerator. So 2 into 1 is 2, so 9 minus 2 by 6. 9 minus 2 is 7 by 6, and here also you get minus into minus will give you a plus, so you would be left with 7 by 6. Verified the first relation. Now let's move on to the second one, which we have alpha beta is equal to c upon a. Alpha, as we know, is 3 by 2, and beta is minus 1 by 3, and this is in multiplication. So 3 gets cancelled, you are left with minus 1 by 2. And let's check for c upon a. Here c is minus 3, so we'll write minus 3, and the a is 6, so minus 3 by 6. 3 1s are 3 and 3 2s are 6. In the RHS also you have minus half, and LHS also minus half, so it's verified. Let's move on to the next one. Here you have 4u square plus 8u. This implies that you don't have any c term, so it can be written as plus 0, where 0 is our c term. So as you can see from these two terms, 4 and 8 have a common divisor of 4. So you can take 4 as common, also u as common. So when you take out 4u as common, you are left with u here and a 2 here. So u plus 2. So these are your two factors. So when 4u has to be equal to 0, there can be only one value of u that is equal to 4u. So here you have 4u is equal to 0. I'll just do for it. 4u is equal to 0. So u is equal to 0 by 4. And this is equal to 0. So your alpha is equal to 0. Now here you have u plus 2. U plus 2 is equal to 0. This implies that u is equal to minus 2. You have both the zeros. Let's verify the relations. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Alpha is 0, beta is minus 2. So 0 minus 2 is equal to negative of b. So negative of b is negative of 8 upon a, that is 4. 0 minus 2 is minus 2, and 4 ones are 4 and 4 twos are 8. So here you have minus 2. So minus 2 is equal to minus 2, relation 1 verified. Now you have alpha beta is equal to c upon a. Now let's verify. Alpha is 0 and beta is minus 2. So whenever you multiply 0 into any number, the answer will definitely be equal to 0. And for c upon a, the value of c was 0 because no such term that was a constant was given. So it equal to 0 upon 4, that will also give you 0. Again we have verified the relations. In the fifth part, you have t square minus 15. Firstly, when you see the equation, you will think that no factorization is possible. However, this can be considered as a term which is the difference of two squares. What I mean is, it can be written as t's whole square minus under root 15's whole square. So now as you can see, it's in the term of a square minus b square, that will be equal to a plus b into a minus b. So this is equal to t plus under root 15 into t minus under root 15. Under root 15. So these are your two factors. So when you have to take out zeros, you will have to equate it to 0. So this will give you negative root 15 and this will give you positive root 15. Let's verify the relationships. So alpha plus beta should be equal to negative b upon a. So root 15 minus root 15 should be equal to, so when you check for b in this equation, you don't have any term which has the linear degree of the given variable, that is the degree 1. So the value of b is equal to 0. 15 and root 15 get cancelled. So you have 0 is equal to 0. First relation is verified. Now let's move on to the second one. Alpha beta should be equal to c upon a. Alpha here is root 15 into negative root 15. So root 15 into root 15 will give you a 15, because half into half minus half, and that will give you anything under root multiplied into the same number under root will give you the degree of 1 of the given number. So root 15 into root 15 will give you root 15 only, and this would be a negative root 15 because you have a minus sign here. There's nothing to neutralize that minus sign. And here you have c upon a. Given value of c was minus 15 and a was 1. So this is equal to minus 15. We have verified this relation also. Now let's move on to the last question. So here what we have is 3x square minus x minus 4. Equation is in standard form, no problem. Now you will take the coefficient of x square and x to the power 0. 3 4s are 12. So the product should be equal to 12. So such numbers are 4 and 3 themselves. So what you can take is 3x square plus 3x minus 4x minus 4. When you subtract this 3x of 4x, you are left with negative x, and that's what given in the question. So now you will take this 3x as common. You are left with x plus 1. Here we'll take minus 4 common. So minus 4 into x plus 1. Again you have the factors in front of you, x plus 1 common, multiplied into 3x minus 4. You'll equate them to 0. This one will give you x plus 1 is equal to 0, so x is equal to minus 1. This will give you 3x is equal to minus 3x minus 4 is equal to 0, 3x is equal to 4, and x is equal to 4 upon 3. Now again you have to verify the relations. Alpha plus beta should be equal to negative b by a. Alpha is minus 1 plus beta is 4 by 3. Let's solve this first. LCM is 3. 3 3s are 1 3s are 3, so you'll multiply this by 3. So negative 3 plus 4 should be equal to minus of b, the coefficient of x. So the coefficient of x can be written as minus 1. Okay, so you have minus of minus 1 upon a, that is 3. Minus 3 plus 4 will give you 1 by 3, and this should be equal to minus into minus is plus 1 by 3. Relationship verified. Now you have alpha into beta is equal to c upon a. Now we'll multiply it. So minus 1 into 4 upon 3, and this should be equal to c, coefficient minus 4, and that should be divided by a, that is 3. So minus 1 into 4 is minus 4 by 3, and the RH is also equal to minus 4 by 3, and hence you have verified the last relation also. And this was it for the question, and I'll meet you next time. Till then, bye.